Hey guys, I'm back with another process video, and sorry it's been a while. It's just been a little hectic in life. It's the end of the school year, so things kind of tend to get a little busier. Um, but I am starting here with a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, and I have really been obsessed with like scripting in watercolor lately. I don't know why. I've been doing it a lot in like my little journal thingy I have. I just like it. I don't know. It's just fun. I kind of get lost in doing it. So, I decided to kind of try to incorporate that, excuse me, into a layout here. And what I'm writing is actually some lyrics to an Alicia Keys song called The King and I. And it's just a really sweet song. It kind of talks about how it doesn't matter how much money you have or the things that you have, the things in life that are really important are the people you love, and that money can't buy that. So I kind of did the rest off screen, but that is what it looks like in the end. And I'm not completely happy with how it turned out, but I mean, I like it. I'm still really practicing like the way I want my handwriting to look using the watercolor, so it's all still kind of new to me. So I am going to tear off a strip of this vellum, and that's from Cosmo Cricket, and it has some gold glitter pattern on it. It was a Sunburst, but clearly I'm not using it as that. And I'm going to take a piece of this style board paper and cut a chunk off of it, and I'm going to put that to the left side of my layout. Kind of layered on top of that vellum there, just so a little bit of that vellum peeks out. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these two strips down. And on camera, that watercolor kind of reads like a weird orangey tan color, but it's actually like a peach color in real life. It really matches the peach in that pattern paper really well. It doesn't look like it on camera, but it does, I promise. So I have that stuck down, and I'm going to grab a stencil and do some stenciling with some whipped spackle that is by Faber-Castell, and it's similar to like a light modeling paste. So I'm just kind of, sorry, I should have cut this out. I'm just going through everything. This is what I do. Every time I do a layout, I just go through everything that I have. So I'm just pulling out a couple stencils that I'm thinking about using, and I'm going to end up going with that Heidi Swapp floral stencil right there. I liked the pattern of the Tim Holtz one better, but I didn't want to have to like move it around too much and keep putting paste through it. I just wanted to do it one time. So I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to put it on pretty thick through the stencil. So I don't know. I don't mind being liberal with it because the excess, you can just scrape off and put back in the container. So I don't mind that. And I pulled it up, and I felt like it was a little bit too square for my taste, but I'm going to do a bunch of layering on top of it like I normally do. So you're actually not going to, there's just going to be little bits of it peeking out anyways. So I pre-pulled out some embellishments. That is a chipboard frame from Open Book, Miggy Holmes. I'm still using all my crepe paper stuff. I don't know if it's because, I mean, I love crepe paper, but I don't know if it's because I'm too lazy to put it away because I have it all sitting out or what, but I'm still using it. And I'm going to use some of this tissue paper. It has like a gold print on it of a street map. And I got that with some flip-flops that I bought earlier this year. And I love it. I know that's bizarre, but. So this is the big shocker. I pulled out some of my flea market papers. This is from the 6x6 pad. And I'm just using my ruler to tear it up. But I don't have a problem using these papers because I have two more 6x6s of flea market. I know it's really bad, but I do. So I decided, let me just use some up. So I pulled out some of the cute patterns, that dainty floral, which I love. I love that paper. And kind of an aqua paper and that really cool wood grain paper. And I'm just tearing strips and then tearing the strips in half and then layering them vertically on top and bottom of the picture. And I'm not worrying about them matching up with each other or anything. I just wanted a layered look with different colors. And I decided to pop a little doily in there just to kind of add some, you know, a little bit of girliness, I guess. And sorry, we're singing. I have my Pandora on. So we're singing. So if you see me moving weird or that microphone bopping in and out, that's what me and Olivia are doing right now while I'm doing this. But anyways, yeah, I added that doily in just to add a little softness and to kind of separate the picture from everything else. And so I popped that frame up just on thin foam tape. And I'm going to start sticking everything down. And this is probably the part that took the longest just because I had to tape every strip down and then retape them down because they weren't taped down far enough. And then fluff them up a bit. I wanted them to still have dimension on the ends, but I didn't want them flying off the page, you know. And that yellow piece is just one of the branding strips on the top of the 6x6 pad, like the little tearaway strip. I just thought it would be nice to add just a little hint of a yellow in there. So here I am kind of tacking everything down a little bit more and then fluffing up the edges of things. And I love how you can just see hints of each of the layers, like the tissue paper and the modeling paste, and just rolling up the edges of the top part. So these are different die cuts. That is from Maggie Holmes Confetti, but I don't think I end up using it. And these little pieces are from Oh Darling Collection, and that one is layered and stapled. That is an Oh Darling piece of chipboard, and that 2 glitter is from Confetti. So I'm just tucking the pieces into the different layers of the strips of paper on the top and the bottom. That precious thing is from Oh Darling, I think, and that little tag is from Oh Darling too. And that flower. That bow is also from Oh Darling. I guess I used a lot more Oh Darling. I was kind of trying to pick out embellishments that were coral and aqua, and then I have that little pop of yellow in there. So I'm going to glue all of these down, popping that little circle up. I just wanted to have a lot of layers and a lot of little hidden pieces kind of sticking in and out of these top and bottom layers. And that chipboard piece is so cute. Love you. I'm also going to throw, I couldn't find a place for that chipboard heart, but I'm going to stick it up there. And that's when I realized that these were self-adhesive. So I'm going to pull that up and pull the backing off and re-stick it down. And then I'm going to use this little acrylic heart. That's from Oh Darling as well. It comes in the ephemera pack. And I'm just going to reinforce it with a little Tombow. And these are some Studio Calico Heartwood veneers. They're really cute. They have some circles in there, like some wonky circles with a heart kind of wood burned into them. So I'm going to scatter a couple of those around the layout, kind of tuck them in and out here and there. I just think they're really cute. Gluing those down. And I'm going to take some of these puffy stickers. That one says love, and just tuck it there under the picture. And I'm just going to accent a few areas with these little heart, a couple little dots here and there. And I think I'm going to get to work on my title now. Olivia's little hands. The singing portion was done at this point. So, yeah, I'm going to use these stickers. They are gold glitter, and I believe they are in the font Fitzgerald. And I'm just looking through the lyrics that I wrote down to try to find a line that I want. And I'm going to end up going with This Is Precious, or not precious, Priceless. So I'm going to just grab my ruler and spell that out so I can kind of position it where I want to put it. I love those stickers. You cannot go wrong with those stickers. They're foam, so they stick really well, and they're tall and skinny, so you can spell a longer title. I just love, and they're gold glitter, I mean. So I knew I wanted to put it over there, so there it goes. There's the title, and I'm going to put 2015 down here in this bottom right corner with the same thickers. And I'm going to use these little asterisks to kind of put a decorative, I guess, on each side of the title. So now I felt like, as I often do, that this layout just is not closed in. So I'm just going to take my gold gel pen, and it doesn't add too much, but it's just enough to kind of put everything in. And usually I just freestyle my outlining, but I kind of wanted a straight edge here. So I'm using my ruler, and I'm just making a little outline around the layout to kind of say, hey, this is the area of everything. And then I'm going to take these Mombi clear stickers in the gold foil that they have, the packet. I really like this packet of, it's alphas and all kinds of things in there. And I just grabbed 3 and layered them above the year over there. And now I'm going to take some Heidi Swap in the, yeah, I am going to take some Heidi Swap in the gold. And I'm going to do some sprinkles everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but around the cluster and around that year down there in the bottom right. And I'm going to sop them up a little bit because some of them were, I mean, they didn't come out how I really wanted them to. So I haven't done splatters, I feel like, in a while, or maybe I have, I don't know, but I felt kind of rusty with them. So it's like as soon as I was pulling the straw out of the bottle, it was like dripping everywhere, and I don't know. So I'm kind of sopping some of them up. And plus I didn't want to use my heat gun at this point because all them papers would have kind of warped a little bit. So I'm just going to do a little bit of journaling with that same gold gel pen in this bottom left corner. I didn't want anything to stand out too much, so that's why I did it in the gold. It's still legible in person though, so. And that's it. I'm going to do a couple close-ups. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm going to try to start getting back into doing more videos as soon as school gets out and we kind of get a summer routine going. And I hope you guys all have a great weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.